Hello, hello, hello. I think we're live here. Um, you're on the webinar tonight about the top 10 internet marketing tools and how to use them. And so I'm just going to check a couple of things here, make sure that all of our technical stuff is ready to go, and it looks like it is. So anyway, I want to welcome you out here. Welcome, welcome. And the purpose of this webinar is very, very important. I get calls, fairly frequently and emails, asking me for help on some kind of marketing tool, wanting to know if they need to have this marketing tool or that marketing tool, and also I get help every now and then on how to use something effectively in your business. And so that's the purpose of this webinar tonight. Especially if you're a new person in internet marketing, if you're on my list, chances are, if you're a subscriber or even a new team member, chances are this is brand new to you and you just don't know where to start, don't know what you really need. And the reality is, guys, there are thousands of different tools that are on the market right now that are vying for your attention. And the reality is that you don't need all of them. There's probably 1,000 different tools and programs and systems and out there that you can buy. You don't need them all. You absolutely do not need them all. But I'm going to list here 10 of them, and I'm going to show you how to use the tools. This isn't a marketing test. I'm not trying to get you to buy this tool or that tool. I'm just going to show you the stuff that I use. Some of these tools are free. Some of them are not free. But the ones that are not free are not that expensive and they're essential, okay? So I'm only going to talk about the most important ones that you need in your business, okay? So right now, I want to get things started right away. There's a lot that I need to show you, a lot that I'm going to show you. I'm actually going to take you over my shoulders and show you exactly what you need to do, okay? I want you to do well. I absolutely want you to be a success in this business. And whether it's your own internet marketing company or your own home business, or if you're on our team, I want you to do well. And that's the purpose of this webinar right now, is to give you a ton of value, stuff that you can utilize right away, that you can implement. Some of these you're probably already implementing, especially if you've done internet marketing for a little while. You're probably doing some of these things, but maybe you're not. And so I want to show you exactly what you need to do. Now, on the onset, I want to mention something that's really, really important, okay? I feel very strongly about this because I'm an educator. And I know the importance of education in one way or the other. It doesn't always have to be a university education. It can be any kind of education. I just want to mention, about 8 or 10 years ago, I was teaching at a school district up in Rexburg, Idaho, in Madison School District in Rexburg, Idaho. A friend of mine asked me to come to do an administrative, to have an administrative position there, and he was the superintendent of the school. On his, he gave a speech before probably about 1,000 teachers. It's a large school district out there. And he made a point that was very, very important, and it applies to your business, okay? He said that education lifts people out of poverty. Now, it's not only secondary education. I've read the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, probably about 4 times over again. And he made a comment in here, and this is a quote from Dr. Napoleon Hill. He said, the person who fails to learn after school is forever hopelessly doomed to mediocrity. And that is absolutely the truth. So whether you get education through a webinar like this, or whether it's through a product that you're trying to learn your craft, it's absolutely essential that you accept the responsibility of learning on a daily basis. Even today, as I was driving around today from place to place, I had an audio in my ear, learning, my craft. You have to become a sponge. You have to become an absolute sponge as far as sponging in the correct type of education, the correct kind of information from top earners in this company, or in this industry. That is not just this company, but the industry as a whole, or any industry. I remember interviewing about a year ago. I interviewed a top earner in our primary company, and he had earned something like $4 million in 1 year. In fact, the first year, the first month that he was in the system, he earned something like $700,000. And I asked him, and he's a young guy. I don't even think he had turned 30 yet. And I asked him, what are some things that a new person should do? And one of the things that he said that was very significant is that he said, become a sponge. Be willing to learn, and learn as much as you possibly can. Okay. Remember reading another book not too long ago, about 6 months ago. I was reading again a book by T. Harv Eker, and he said that when he was poor, he's a multi-millionaire now, but when he was poor and really, really struggling, his father had a really rich friend. And this friend talked to T. Harv Eker when he was in his 20s, and he's told Eker that he said that if you're poor, it's only because there's something that you don't know. Okay, now think about that. If you could just learn what you need to be a multimillionaire, you'll be able to do that. And I have confidence in that. I'm not a multimillionaire yet. I've earned as much as $11,100 in a single month. Not a millionaire yet, so I can't teach you how to be a millionaire. But fortunately, I plugged into a system that does have multiple millionaires that can teach. So what you do is you plug into the training in your particular company, whatever it might be. If you're some of you that are on this webinar right now are probably in a network marketing or a direct sales company. Plug into that training. That training is usually taught by the highest paid people in our profession. So be willing to learn. Okay, don't be afraid to learn, and be very persistent about that. And be very studious about it. What would you need to do to get an A in your craft, in whatever program you're trying to study? Become an absolute student of this industry. I want to encourage you to do that. Now, I'm going to move on here very, very quickly because there's a lot that I need to talk about today. First of all, before I do this, I want to share with you my vision. I want to remind you, those of you who are my team members, you probably already know this, but if some of you are just kind of peeking over the shoulder and checking out this training, and I want to give you value that you can apply in any business, especially internet marketing business, okay? And you'll be able to apply this to your own company, or if you're on my team, obviously you're going to be able to use it on with this, with the primary system that we use. Now, so with that in mind, I want to remind you of my vision for you, okay? My vision for our team and my subscribers is to help 500 people earn at least $4,000 a month or more on a continual basis. Now, why do I pick that number? Well, the reason why I picked that number is because when I hit $4,000, I hit about $4,300 by my third month, and made all the difference in the world. I was able to do things that I couldn't do before. I was able to take my kids to a professional basketball game multiple times. I was able to go to a real fancy restaurant several times. I remember taking my mother to a place called, I just remembered her birthday is pretty soon, so we may want to revisit this, but on April 30th was her birthday, and when I hit $4,300 that third month, I was able to afford to take my mom to a real fancy gourmet Japanese restaurant. It's called Teppanyaki. In fact, I didn't just take mom, I took my wife, I took my uncle, I took my dad. I think there's about 6 of us there at that dinner, and it cost something like $40 or $50 a plate. And so I was able to afford that, where the year before I couldn't do that. In fact, the year before I was basically on welfare, asking my church for food help, trying to feed my family of 5. So this works. $11,100 for my 11th month. So that's the vision that I have for my team, is to see at least 500 people this year earning $4,000 a month or more, because that's the income level that changed my life in a lot of different ways. It made things a lot easier for me. So anyway, before I go on, just want to do a shout out real quick to some brand new team members. Some of you have been on this webinar before, some of you have not, but anyway, just a few team members that I want to mention real quickly, the newest team members. Tony Benro. I probably slaughtered that last name, Tony. I'm sorry. I talked to you the last couple of days, and you've been very, very awesome. He's been taking action on his own business. Michael Berry, another one. Tina, Diana Inosa, Dark Christensen. Robert Cole's got all in with his business, and they're making some great choices there. Christopher Patton, Daniel Exelis. I did just talk to Daniel earlier today. Whitley Williams, Fred Jakes, Abdul Mabeen, Dar Christensen, Denny Christensen. Dar, in fact, just got upgraded into the silver end of the business, and I'll tell you, that's some awesome training. Those of you who are in our system, you'll know what that is. John Garcia, Joe Revival. Just a big shout out to you guys. You know, I remember when I first got on the internet and I had to make a decision. I actually was looking forward to making some kind of a change in my life, because like I said before, I was basically on welfare, trying to get out of this financial hole. And I remember it was kind of scary, you know, clicking the button and joining a system. But it made all the difference in the world for me. So I congratulate you guys who have joined our particular team, because you made some kind of a commitment to yourself, to your own business, to your own family. So congratulations for doing that. And more than anything else, very important, take action on a consistent daily basis. Okay, that's one reason why I personally hit $4,300 my third month, is because I was consistently doing some kind of marketing on a daily basis. In my situation, I was actually doing videos on a daily basis, uploading those to YouTube. But it doesn't matter whether it's YouTube or blogging or Facebook. You have to do some kind of marketing on a daily basis. You're going to learn as you go. Okay? You'll probably be terrible at first. I was. My first, I look back at my videos, when I first started doing them, and boy, they just weren't that good. And I got better and better over time. I'm not perfect yet. I'm still learning. Okay. So anyway, congratulations, and keep moving forward. Think long term, but think of getting your marketing out on a daily basis. Your marketing is like a bunch of robots all over the internet, gathering email addresses, gathering prospects, people that will take action and want to make changes in the business. And you will make money if you take action. Now, it's not a promise that you'll make a ton of money. This is a real business. You might do better than me, worse than me, the same. Who knows? You might drop dead. I hope not. But so there's no guarantees. But I tell you, this is not the lottery. Okay, you've got to take action on a daily basis and make success happen. Okay, success doesn't just come to you; you make it happen. So anyway, let's talk about these tools. I need to get my glasses on here because I can't see a thing without them. Like I say, some of these are free tools, some of them are not free tools, but I'm just going to show you what you need. So please trust me in this. And if you have any questions on the side, you can pop in questions in the comment area if you have access to the comments. Some of you may have access, some of you may not. I don't know, but include a question or two if you need to. So anyway, let me just do the screen sharing. And I'll get right to the presentation here. Very important stuff. Okay, I think we're good to go here. PowerPoint. Okay. Normally, when I do these slide presentations, I make them full screen. In this case, I'm not going to make this full screen because I actually need to toggle back and forth between this PowerPoint and and some different websites. So I hope you can read this. What are the top 10 internet marketing top 10 tools for internet marketers. What are the top 10 tools for internet marketers and how to use them? Now, one thing that I want to mention right here on the onset is this. When it comes to technical support in using any of these tools, here's the secret. Okay, YouTube and Google are your very best friends, believe it or not. I remember a bunch of years ago, I had a mechanic who told me that he says, I had some questions for him that I wanted to solve a problem on my own. A car mechanic. I've done, in the past, I used to do a lot of mechanical work. Today, I don't mess with it a bit. So he said, if you want to know how to do something with a car, just go to YouTube and click in, how to change a serpentine belt on a Toyota. And, I started to do that with almost everything that I did, and I remember not too long after that, my daughter had a problem with that same thing with a serpentine belt. And I think that was what was that? A Nissan Ultima. And boy, I'll tell you, their serpentine belts are almost impossible to replace. Most serpentine belts are real easy, but I'll tell you that Ultima was a pain in the neck. And all I did is I went to YouTube and I learned how to do it. Somebody had posted a video on YouTube, and I just typed in how to replace the serpentine belt on the Ultimate, and that's what I did. And sure enough, there was a video on exactly how to do that. So, believe it or not, this sounds simple, but it's true. Don't go to your sponsor about technical support. Your sponsor is there to help you build your business, okay? And what I'm gonna recommend that you do, whatever company you're in, use YouTube first, and whatever tools you happen to be using, go to that particular company. So, for example, if you are using an auto email responder, boy, those auto email responder companies, they have fantastic customer service. Go to those customer service people. But don't go to your upline for technical support, because see that what that's going to do is if you start going to your sponsor for every technical support issue that you have, it's going to be duplicatable. You're going to think that you're going to have to help your people with all their technical problems, and so on and so forth, all the way down the organization. And guess what's going to happen? It's just not going to duplicate. Your team is not going to produce because they're spending all their time on technical stuff. Okay. Now, one of the purposes of doing this webinar is to provide a lot of people with very, very similar problems to help them out. And so I could do this in one fell swoop. I could help people with some general technical problems, and I could help maybe 500 or 1,000 people at a time. And so this is exactly what I do. Is if I have a problem, if I don't know where to go for technical help, I just go to YouTube or Google. And it's kind of interesting because when I first joined a system in this industry, I went to my sponsor and I started to ask him about technical support. And guess what he did? The first thing he did is he'd say, "Well, did you go to AWeber, which was our autoresponder at that time, or did you go to GetResponse? Did you ask, XYZ company? Did you ask them? Did you go to their technical support people?" And he always did that. He always deferred to someone else for technical support. So anyway, you'll get plenty of technical support. Don't worry, but go to YouTube or Google first, and then go to whatever company happens to be providing that particular tool. It's a great tool. It's a secret I learned that I still use. And believe it or not, I don't think there's a month that goes by that I don't go to YouTube for some kind of a question. Okay, number one tool, obviously, a desktop computer and or a laptop. In other words, okay, so what do you need for your internet marketing business? Obviously, you need a computer. You could also use a laptop, but what you can't use is, I'll have people that just don't have a computer. You just can't use an iPhone or an iPad, obviously. There are some things that you can do with an iPhone or an iPad, but you're going to be very, very limited, and it's going to be very slow, okay? Now, what I've noticed with most of the marketers that are really, really good, they seem to be preferring Macs. Now, you don't have to have a Mac. Obviously, you don't have to, but Mac users rave about it because they just don't have as many technical problems with Macs. Also, you tend to get a lot less viruses. It just seems like the viruses and the excuse me, the viruses and the other problems that seem to attack PCs, they're usually targeted at PCs and not Macs as much. You can get problems with Macs, but they're very seldom compared to regular PCs. And obviously, you have to have high speed internet. Okay. You also have to have a digital camera or an iPhone, iPad, Android, one of these. Now, I say that you have to, as a new person, I need to clarify that. As a new internet marketer, you really don't have to have an iPhone if you don't have one. When I started, I did not have an iPhone. And in fact, I don't think I had an iPhone for a year after I started. But once I got an iPhone, I started using it more and more. And in fact, I use it to do a lot of my videos with. So if you have an iPhone, I'm just going to mention a few things that are really important, okay? And then I'm going to show you exactly how to use your iPhone to do a video and to upload that onto your computer, okay? And then eventually that could go on YouTube. Okay, with iPhones, just click on camera, then select video if you have an iPhone. Always hold your iPhone horizontally. Now, when I first started taking videos, I didn't know this. And what happens is when you upload your video to YouTube, if you don't hold your iPhone horizontally, the video will not fit within the whole screen. What happens is that the right and left-hand sides of the screen will be black, and your video will look really skinny. So that's just the trick. I remember a top earner in our particular company was complaining that all of his videos had this black stuff on the right and left-hand side. And this guy was a multimillionaire already. And somebody else asked him, well, how do you hold your iPhone? And he says, well, I've been holding it right side up like this, vertical. He says, you know what? This is not a complicated issue. Just turn your iPhone. Sometimes we think that the most complicated thing is the answer, and it's not. Usually, it's like my dad used to tell me when I used to fix cars when I was a teenager. He says, Jack, look for the simple thing. The problem is usually something simple, and this is a perfect example of it. Anyway, also be sure that the camera icon, there's a little camera icon in your window as you're taking a picture. Make sure that it's right side up. Otherwise, your video will appear upside down when you go and upload it. So you have to kind of be careful about that. I've taken a few videos. I'll go to an event sometimes. I'll be in a hurry to take a video. I'll go to upload it in YouTube and realize the dang thing is upside down. And then I have to, figure out how to right side up it. It's not always easy. But anyway, next one, you can shoot a video and upload it directly to YouTube with your cell phone. But it's really best to reduce the file size of your video before uploading it, okay? Now, what I'm going to do right now, okay, is let me take this off screen share for a second. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very, very short video, and I'm going to show you how we do this, okay? Most of you guys already know how to take videos, but I'm going to show you what to do with this video. See, what you want to think about is if you try to upload the video directly from your iPhone here, the file size of that video is going to be huge, okay? I'm going to show you a little trick using a software program called Handbrake. Write that down, okay? Hopefully you're taking notes right now, guys. I'm a school teacher, and I ask my students to focus. If you're in a different window right now, I'm going to ask you to get out of that window. If you're refreshing Facebook or if you're in your email, click out of that. Let's get all distractions out of the way, please. And take out a sheet of paper. Let's take some notes, okay? I believe in education, so I'm going to do the best I can to give you value right now. So I'm going to show you what to do with your video. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a real short, maybe a 30-second video. And like I said, if you're using iPhone, you just clicked on the camera icon. I just clicked on it. And then you have to select video. Oh, this is going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of dumb to do this, but So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a video. Now, what you can do with an iPhone, you can actually set the iPhone down, okay, on something. You can put it on a bookshelf. I'm actually gonna put it on a shelf. Maybe I'll do that right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and, well, let's just do it like this. It just has to be 30 seconds, right? Okay. So I'm going to take a picture of myself. So with it, oh, whoops. On iPhone, you have to select video. I accidentally clicked camera on this, or photo. You want to select video. So I'm going to push on video right now. Okay, this is Jack Later, and I'm doing a I'm showing everybody how to do a video with their iPhone, but I'm also going to show you how to use Handbrake to reduce the file size of that video. Because remember, in YouTube, you want people to be able to access that video quickly, and also you don't want to spend an hour uploading a video. If you try to upload a video just directly from your iPhone, that file size is massive, and it'll probably take like 2 hours to upload to YouTube. But if you reduce the file size of that video, you could get that down to 1/10 of the size that it needs to be. Get the file size down so that when you upload it to YouTube, it only takes maybe probably 5 or 6 minutes to upload. And then when people are accessing it on YouTube, it doesn't take very long for that YouTube to download onto their device. You don't want a YouTube video to take an hour downloading. You want that to be very quick, and so we're going to reduce the file size. So anyway, let me show you how you do this. I'm going to click done. So I clicked there's a red button right here. I don't know if you can see this, but you click the red button to start your video. Then you click the red button again to stop it, the one that's right here. Okay. Now I stopped it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that video file. Hopefully it worked out pretty good. It probably did. And guys, this is not Hollywood. This is your internet marketing business. You want to do the best you can, but especially at the beginning, don't worry about perfection. It's a lot better to be consistent than to be perfect, okay? Imperfect action is much better than perfect inaction, okay? So what I'm doing right now is with my charger cord right here, I'm going to go ahead and plug this into the USB port, that part right there. I'm going to plug this into the USB port, and I'm going to download this file. Okay. Now, I got to share my screen here again. Show you how I do this. Okay, bear with me for a second as I do this. Whoa. Something weird came up. That was a different program that I hadn't planned on. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm going to do is when you plug in your iPhone, you have to click. It usually says trust this computer. So you want to. I'm looking at my iPhone screen right now. You're going to click trust on your iPhone screen because it will ask you trust this computer, yes or no, question mark. I'm going to click on trust. That allows your iPhone to communicate with your PC. Now watch my hand here. I'm going to go down into the start button right here on the left. This is I'm using a PC right now. So most of you guys probably have a PC. So I'm going to go down to the start menu, then go to computer right here. Okay. And then let's see here. Hold on for a second. For some reason, it's not communicating. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I think my cord was kind of funny. Try this again. This screen that keeps coming up, it's for something else. Hold on. This is an iTunes thing. Oh, I apologize for this, guys. For some reason, my computer is lagging. So please be patient for a minute. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Guys, I'm not sure what's happening here. For some reason, my computer's lagging, and you see how the little hour thing is going on here. There's some kind of issue going on with my computer. I probably have too many windows open up right now. Shoot. Let me see here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, now this is what I was looking for right here. Was this iPhone image here. So we click down to start, go to iPhone, and I'm going to select this. And just click on these here and see which, I don't remember which one of these two files it's in, one of these two folders. I'll see the video loading up here. Okay, there it is at the bottom. Okay, now I really apologize for this. For some reason, see what I did is I purchased an iPod not too long ago. This program that's in the back is actually for my iPod. It has nothing to do with the internet marketing. It's just the iPod software has loaded on me, and I didn't plan on this. For some reason, it's being really difficult. It's kind of ironic. We're talking about technical stuff here, and we just happen to get a problem with a program that has nothing to do with internet marketing. Shoot. Oh boy. Okay. Just a second. I'm going to try to find this folder while that's trying to resolve its own problem. Okay, so what I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to try to do some stuff here while my computer's trying to solve its problem, and hopefully we can continue with this webinar. If we have problems, we may have to reschedule the webinar. It all depends on if this dang this iPad program is going to. I'm sorry, this iPod program, if it's going to clear itself up or not. So let me just show you what I do here. Okay, over on the left is from my iPhone, okay? And what I'm going to do first, before I reduce the size of this video, I actually want to get it on my desktop here. And in this case, I'm going to put it in a folder. And I have everything organized on my computer, obviously. And I'm going to put it in this particular folder right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop it. So I'm going to go from the left here. And I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop it over here to the right on this in the folder on the right. Okay. So anyway, bear with me. I'm just going to go by faith that weird program that popped up on us is going to go away. There's no guarantees, but heck, this is the way life is, right? Um, Now you can see the file right here. It just has some weird name on it. And what I want to mention here, guys, is you want to name your file name whatever your keyword is that you're trying to promote at that time. Whatever that happens to be. So I'm just going to call this, in this case, test video 1. Okay. And you can see that it's 164 kilobytes. So that's, what is that, 16 megabytes or something like that. And we're going to be able to reduce that file size down. Okay. So let me click out of the iPhone here. And I think this problem may clean itself up when I get rid of my iPhone thing. For some reason, it popped up or that program for the iPod popped up when I plugged in iPhone. I'll have to check into that issue and maybe delete that program that I had on. The program that I was using, you'll never use unless you have an iPod, one of those teeny tiny iPods, music iPods. So anyway, now let me see if I could do this without having any problems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a program called Handbrake now. Okay. Looks like it's still lagging over here, but so anyway, let's bring up Handbrake. And in my case, I use Handbrake enough that I could see it in my search bar. But most people, if I didn't have this problem with my computer in the back, I would just go to my desktop. I actually have Handbrake on my desktop. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up Handbrake. Hey guys, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I got to let this computer settle down for a minute. I think by just opening and closing a program so often, I'm probably going to make the problem worse rather than better. So if you'll just be patient with me for about 5 minutes, I'm just going to let my computer sit for 5 minutes. Okay. I'm afraid if I open up Handbrake or any other programs, I'm just going to cause it to lag anymore. When I use Google Hangouts, it's kind of memory intensive. So it's using a lot of memory right now. So I'm just going to let the computer settle down for a minute and see if I could just let it rest and solve its own problem. So I'm not going to launch Handbrake yet. You can see it over there on the left hand side of my screen. And what I'll do is when I'm ready to do this, I'll open up Handbrake and then I'll select the test video that I showed you a minute ago. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to make that file size manageable, okay, to make it small. So, this is live stuff. So, when you're in your internet marketing business, this doesn't happen on a daily basis. I don't want you to think that it does, but you know how it is using computers. You'll get files going and you just have to let it sit for a while. So we're just going to let it sit for about 5 minutes, see if it solves its problem. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm probably going to get maybe a snack or something. And I'll come back in 5 minutes. If it's cleared itself up, then we'll continue with the webinar. If it hasn't cleared itself up, then we may reschedule here. I might be able to solve this problem. You see, it's iTunes is what it is. Let me see if I can solve this right now. Maybe I'm getting impatient, but if you go down to your bar at the bottom, then you could actually, there it went. I think I fixed it. I was going to wait 5 minutes. I guess I don't have to. Okay. So here we go. I just had to get rid of that iTunes. The iTunes is actually what runs my iPad. Or not my iPad, but my iPod. So anyway, I think we're okay. Okay, so anyway, let's see if we're still good on the Hangout real quickly here. Okay, we still have. Okay, I don't think we've lost any timer. I guess I don't have to wait. I was gonna have to. I thought I was gonna have to wait, but maybe not. Okay, so I think the problem is resolved. Yay! Okay, we are live, definitely, right? Okay, let me show you how to use Handbrake, guys. I'm gonna go over here on the left. It's very easy to use. Don't worry about it's not technical. It's not difficult. Incidentally, Handbrake is free. Okay, you just download it, go to Google, type in Handbrake, free Handbrake, and you'll get it free. Okay, click on Handbrake, click, double click, and wait for it to load. And watch what we're gonna do. Okay, please be patient with me on this. This webinar is probably gonna go a little bit over time because there's a lot I'm going to show you. So bear with me on this. Okay, I'm going to go over to Source at the top left, open up open folder. Then I'm going to go to the folder that I need over here on the right. See if I can find it here. See, desktop. I need to find the file that it's in. See, what is the name of that? Videos iPhone is what I call it. Oh, there it is right there. And see here. Yeah, let me go back here. Actually, I need to open file. I did the wrong thing, guys. Go source and then open file. I wasn't seeing the right extensions on the files. So yeah, you have to do open file. I almost forgot about that. Not open folder, but open file. Okay. So we'll try this again. Open file. There it is. Now they're showing right. It's open file. Okay. Open file. Remember that. Or just write it down. Let's see. We called that test, I believe. Here it is right here. Test video 1. Okay, now, so I highlight it, click, highlight. It shows up down here, file name. It's an MOV. I'm going to click open right here at the bottom, open. Okay, now the next thing that you do is you've selected the source. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select a destination or another folder where you are going to put the new video. So the new video, the reduced video, I'm going to put it in the same place. And you'll just see the numbers here for a second. But we go browse. And then we're in the right folder already. It's called Videos iPhone. And then let's see what's called test, right? TEST. Well, we don't have to select it. We could just name it what we want here. So TEST1. We'll just call it test video 1. And what I usually do is I'll write on here slash web. Now you want to get rid of this MOV at the end. It just happened to show there. I don't want that there because it's going to turn into an MP4 at the bottom. See where it says save as type MP4. So we're going to save it there. Now click on save. Now watch what it's going to do. What we're going to do next is now we have the video selected at the top under file, and then we have the destination where the new video is going to go. Now what we're going to do is over on the right, we're going to select one of these choices. Now, the one that I used to make this a little bit more complicated. I learned that it's a lot more simpler. I used to type in individual numbers here at the bottom left. That's not necessary at all. Just go over here and click, make it easy. Click iPhone and iPod Touch. Now, guys, I realize I'm going through a lot of little steps here that I know they're simple, but what you could do is when you get Handbrake or any of these other tools that I'm going to show you, just pull up this video. I'm going to provide this on my web page. It's going to be on my blog, actually. Write down my blog web address, okay? My blog web address, where this video, this hangout is going to be in YouTube form on my blog at workwithjacklater.com. So on a sheet of paper there in your notes, write workwithjacklater.com to find the video on 10 internet marketing tools. Okay. 10 of the most important internet marketing tools. It'll be some kind of title like that. You can use the search feature on my blog to find it. It'll probably be up in about 2 days. Okay. So just look for workwithjacklater.com. Okay. So anyway, I've got iPhone and iPod Touch selected over here on the right. Now all I have to do is go up here to the top and click start. And that's it. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now, let me show you what's going to happen. It's going to take a few minutes for this to run. I may come back to it here in a minute, but you can see that it's running here at the bottom, and it might take 5 or 10 minutes to run. But let me just show you the results of what happens, okay? When I'm all done, that video, this video that's being made right here, this new reduced video, is going to show up in my new folder. And let me just show you a couple of things here. Here's one right here. Well, let me see. Top producer. Okay, here's one right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this video right here. This video is called topproducer.mov. Okay, this came from my iPhone. Okay, and look here. It's 98. This is 98 megabytes, okay? After I ran it through Handbrake, look what it did. Right here, this is an MP4. It's the same video, top producer /web, okay? And look at the file size. It's now 8 megabytes. So it went from 98 megabytes to about 8.5 megabytes. So you can see how significant it is to use Handbrake. Now, Handbrake is important if you are using if you're using your iPhone, because it's a big file size. So make sure to use Handbrake if you are using your iPhone or an iPad or an Android or any other handheld device. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into my PowerPoint. While that video is being reduced, I'm just going to move on here. Okay. So we got our digital camera is number 2. The third tool out of out of the 10 internet marketing tools is Handbrake. So again, we chose iPhone and iPad Touch. And make sure to name your file the name of your keyword. Now I just called it test, but obviously whatever your keyword is, whatever it is, how to make money online, that would be the name of your file, because I talked about this last week in last week's training that Google and YouTube will clue off of that file name and help you rank. Okay. Screen capture software. Okay. I'm moving on here because I've already shown you how to use Handbrake, and that's all it is. It was like 3 steps in using Handbrake. Okay. Screen capture software. Now, excuse me. This is for capturing images on your screen. Okay, so what I do is I use Screen Hunter 6.0. It's free. It's an image screen capture. It only captures still photos. Okay, it doesn't capture movies. Okay, now if you're using a screen capture software for videos, then those programs will also take a screenshot. Okay, you can also use Cam Studio or Camtasia just as easily. Those are video capture softwares. But if you don't want to put out a lot of money for those, then just use Screen Hunter and it's free. And I'm going to show you how to use that right now. So watch this. I'm going to go ahead and open my screen capture software. And this is Screen Hunter. It happens to be on my desktop right over here on the left. I'm going to click it right now. Okay. And let me see here for a second. I just want to make sure I have room to do this. Okay. So anyway, this is Screen Hunter 6.0. It's free. It's awesome. Easy to use. So let me just show you something here. What do we want to take a picture of? Well, we'll just take it, just any old picture. So we're going to click right here. Okay. Whoops. I accidentally hit the right button. Try this again. This is where I'm clicking the left button, the left mouse button. Okay. So I'm going to left click right there. Yeah. You see how I have my, this cursor right here showing up. You'll just go ahead and hit your left mouse button. I'm going to just take a picture of this particular screen. Okay, I just took a picture of it. Now watch, it's that easy. It's so easy. You're just clicking that button. That's all you're doing, and selecting the area that you want to take a picture of. Now, why am I showing you this? Because if you're doing marketing and you're creating a blog, you want to use pictures a lot. And this is the easiest way to do it. Okay. Now, it just happens to show up on my desktop by default. So, and it's over here. You can name this anything that you want. Just a second. Somebody's trying to call me. I'll have to catch that call later on. So watch. I'm going to click over here and you'll see, check it out. And there it is. Okay. It's right there. That's this screenshot. Take a picture of anything you want. It's really cool. Take a picture of anything that you want, any image you want. You know, if you want to get a picture off of Google Images, you can do that. You can just take a picture of a picture that shows up in Google Images. I'm not going to use this. So I'm just going to delete it. Delete. Just going to delete that one. Click out of Screen Hunter. So we don't have too many programs up here. I had too many before. That's why I think I had a problem earlier. Okay. Next thing is so number 5. The fifth tool for internet marketers is absolutely video screen capture software. Okay. Screen capture software. Now, the ones that are the most popular are Cam Studio and Camtasia. They're a little bit more expensive, but the advantage of using Cam Studio or Camtasia is that it records your face and the screen at the same time. So while you are doing some kind of a video, you could do, let's say, a PowerPoint presentation like I'm doing right here, but you could also show your face at the right-hand side. Now I'm using Google Hangouts, so I can't do both at the same time on Google Hangouts. But if you're recording some kind of a promotional video and you're trying to get leads from YouTube, it's kind of cool to be able to have your face at the same time. But you don't have to have the expensive ones to start out with. What I'd recommend is, if you can afford Cam Studio or Camtasia, go ahead and get them because they are a lot better. But if you have a real tight budget, then you could just use Snagit 11 right here. It is less expensive. I think it runs about $50. I think it's a yearly thing. I think you pay like $50 a year to have access to Snagit. And but the downside is that it does not record your face, but it will record your screen. So you could do a screen flow. You could do like I'm doing right now with a PowerPoint presentation, and any of these software programs will capture it on video as it's moving. So it will be a video. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Let's see. Actually, I'll show you Snagit. Okay, you can use Snagit or Cam Studio or Camtasia, but I'm just going to show you how this works. Let's see here. I'm going to open up Snagit 11 right now. Oh, you know what? With Snagit, it actually has a little icon up here. That's what this is. So what I do is I'm going to show you this real quickly. Don't have time to go into all the details. You could go on YouTube to get more information, or you could go to their technical support people. But I'm just going to show you the basics real quickly. I'm going to click on this button at the top that's red. Okay. And let me see what happens here. Okay. Actually, I think I need to select video. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, over on the left, I need to select all-in-one video capture. If you do the red one there, that actually does another screenshot like I showed you with Snagit. I'm sorry, not Snagit, but the other one that I had up there, Screen Hunter. So this will do a screenshot, but I actually want this video one right here. So I click on video right there. And you see how the red thing changes? Now I could do screen capture with that. Oh, whoops, I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, now watch. So what I do is whatever you're trying to record on your screen. So if it happens to be a PowerPoint, normally when I do a PowerPoint, I have this full screen. Let me just show you that right now. I'm just going to click out of this real quick. I'm going to do this full screen because it's probably better this way. Okay, you see it? It's at the top here. So I'm going to click on the video on this video camera thing. And then I just go ahead and select the area that I need right here. Okay. Let go of your mouse button right here. And then you see how it's highlighted this area that's going to be your video? Then you just click on record right here at the bottom, okay? Right here at the bottom, you just click record, okay? It'll take a second, record, 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 okay? And then what you do is when you're ready to stop it, you just go control, actually it's shift 9, if I remember right, yeah, shift 9. I just click shift 9 and that, let's see, that pauses it. But if you want it to actually stop, actually we can resume if we want to. Let's keep resuming here. So shift 9 is just pause. But if you want to actually record it, we're going to stop it and record by going shift F10. Okay, so shift F9 is pause. Shift F10 is the video itself, and there it is. So again, guys, shift F9 is pause. Shift F10 is stop and save. So let me just show you. This comes up here, this editor, and it's only one step. Let me just show you. You go over to the file and just go save. Save as, and it's going to save it as an MP4, okay? And you just click save here, and it'll save wherever you want. Now I don't want to save this, forever, so I'm not going to. I don't need to. So, but if you were to save it, you just save there. Now the neat thing about Snagit and some of the other editors like Camtasia and Cam Studio, you can actually upload directly because often these file sizes are already smaller. So you can work with them. You don't necessarily have to use Handbrake if you don't want. It's up to you. It depends on how big the file size is. But whenever I use this Snagit editor, I don't even run it through Handbrake. It's good enough the way it is. But if I'm using my iPhone, it's a big file. And so I do want to run it through Handbrake. Now, guys, it's taken me a long time to explain all this stuff to you. But when you actually do it yourself and you're in the habit of doing it, it doesn't take long at all. All of these little steps with these little tools do not take that long, okay? So anyway, I'm not going to save this, so let's just click out of this thing and click out of Snagit. And, okay. So that's how to use a screen capture software. It's that easy, okay? I showed you. Screen Hunter is easy. You can also use Cam Studio or Camtasia. I actually recommend those over... I'm sorry. I was in the wrong place. Number 5, I showed you Snagit because it's less expensive, but you could use Cam Studio or Camtasia, and it is more expensive, but I recommend it because you can do a lot more things with it, and you can show your face. The program I was just showing you with Snagit does not record your face at the same time as showing a screen flow, with a PowerPoint. Now, use Microsoft PowerPoint for modifying images, okay? Now, I'm using PowerPoint right now. Let me just show you how this works, okay? This is kind of cool, okay, for modifying images. So I'm going to open up another PowerPoint page here. And I'm going to show you how to use PowerPoint to modify images. It's very easy, okay? I'm going to open up another PowerPoint screen. And there it is right there. Okay, here's PowerPoint. If you've never used PowerPoint before, you could still do this. Okay, I'm just going to this Microsoft PowerPoint. Most PCs and most of your other laptops have a Microsoft Office already installed, so you should already have PowerPoint with your Microsoft. There's other programs similar to it, but anyway, I use PowerPoint for a lot of stuff. I used it for this webinar. So anyway, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start at the beginning over here and just say new slide over here at the left. And we're just going to do a blank slide. This is going to be easy. Let me just show you something, okay? Here's a blank page, right? Well, watch this. I can modify a picture and take a screenshot of it. Look how easy this is. Look over at the right here. I'm going to drag and drop a photo right onto my PowerPoint. Let's do this here. Here we go. It's my little tools. Okay. Now I'm going to take another image. This is where it comes in really handy. I mean, you could make this big or small. It really doesn't matter. Now watch. Make this big or small. Okay. Then you can take a screenshot of it. Let's suppose you're trying to get a new picture to go on your blog. Remember, a blog is a phenomenal tool to make money with. You can get leads from it, and you could also use it for conversions. Okay, so I'm going to do a second one over here. I'm going to go over to the right, pick another picture, put it underneath here, and see if we can modify this thing a little bit. When you start making money in whatever company you're in, obviously you want to use income proof, and this happens to be a screenshot of a system that I use. But anyway, let me just show you how I do this. So I have a screenshot of my income proof with this the one opportunity that I have, one of them, and so I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot. So watch this. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Screen Hunter. Here's Screen Hunter. It's this simple, guys. Click on Capture Now at the top. Click. And I'm going to take my cursors again, my square, and take a picture of the whole thing. And suppose I want to get them together. I do this every now and then where you have to combine pictures. I got a picture of it. Okay. Now watch this. Move this out of the way. Now, here's the picture right here that showed up on my desktop. I'm going to click right over here. And there it is. Voila. That easy. Okay. It's that simple. Use PowerPoint to manipulate pictures. You can make the pictures bigger or smaller before you take a picture of it. But that's it, okay? Let's get out of here. That's kind of cool because I just remembered. I took this screenshot yesterday, or maybe it was today, either today or yesterday. It looked like yesterday right here, I already made $503 in one day with this system. So obviously when I start promoting, my either on email or my blog or my videos, I might want to show this screenshot for what I did yesterday, $500 in one day. Okay, I've actually had $3,000 days, believe it or not. Okay, so use Microsoft PowerPoint for modifying images. Okay, next, you want to use Microsoft PowerPoint for also creating a slideshow presentations. And this is a slideshow right now. It's easy to use. It really is. You know, I knew that I wanted to use PowerPoint when I first started doing this, but believe it or not, I went through college. I was a school teacher. I still am. You know, I teach at a couple of different colleges. I love teaching college, and so it's my passion. That's why I still do it. But I didn't even use PowerPoint as a teacher. I never used it. It really is not that difficult to learn. I'm just going to show you a little simple thing here. Whenever I want to add a new page to my PowerPoint, all I need to do is click on Slide New and click on Blank, and I could just simply copy and paste words right into the blank page like I have right here, okay? And then when I want to make a movie out of it, I'm going to go over to the top, not really a movie, but a slideshow, and watch what it does. It turns this into a slideshow. Normally, this is how I do my videos. Today's an exception, but because I need to go back and forth. But when I want to make this a slideshow, I go over to the right where it says slideshow, click on slideshow, go to the left where it says from beginning. Click from beginning. See how it does that? Takes you right to the beginning. And then all you have to do is click the down button, the arrow page down button, to go from one page to the next. See that? One page to the next. You see where we are in our presentation? So I'm not only am I just telling you about these tools, but I'm showing you how to use them because it's part of my business. I do it every day, okay? Screen capture software, video capture software, PowerPoint. Here we are right here. Use Microsoft PowerPoint for creating slideshow presentations. It's that easy. So I showed you how to use a Snagit 11 or Camtasia or Cam Studio to just take it, you know, to outline this page here as you're going along. So when you can upload a video and use a screenshot like this or screen share like this, or a slideshow presentation, or you could show your face. It doesn't matter. You know, a lot of people, when they start out, they really don't want to do a face-to-face video. That's okay. Do you know what? I think I made probably 200 videos before I ever put my face on a video. I mean, I had a picture on the right, like the one down here on the right where it's showing me honored on stage as a top producer. But when I started out, I didn't want to go face-to-face either. I do a lot of my videos that way now, but not when I started. It's okay to do either one. If you feel more comfortable doing a slideshow presentation and uploading that to YouTube, my heck, there's a million keywords you could rank for, and you could get leads that way. Okay, this screen share stuff, you know, using PowerPoint, that is the main thing the main tool that I used to hit $4,300 by my third month. It works. Okay, so make sure that you know how to use this stuff. And like you said, you could go to my website, you know, in a couple of days, and I'll have this video uploaded. But stick with me right to the end here, because I'm going to show you some things that are going to make all the difference in the world in your marketing to make your marketing much easier, including some of these tips. Okay. Number 8, landing page creation. Now, landing page creation. I got to get out of here for a second. You have to use landing pages in one way or the other. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you what you can do. Then I'm going to show you an option here in a minute that is actually easier. I'm just going to show you an example. There's several different companies that specialize in landing page creation. This is a higher level skill. Eventually, you'll want to learn how to create your own landing pages. But if you're a new person starting out in the business, I'm going to show you an easy way around this. I'm going to show you the hard way, and then I'm going to show you the easier way. So first of all, I'm going to show you the harder way. It is a very effective way, but I'm going to, anyway, let me just show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to one website right here called leadpages.net. It's a good company. They have a great system, a great system for creating lead pages. So I want to make you aware of it right now. So let me just show you this. It's right here. Okay, lead pages. This is leadpages.net. Just want to show you here what you could do. It's an option. They have tutorials on how to make landing pages. Now, let's back up here a little bit. Why am I showing you the importance of landing pages? You know, what is a landing page? A landing page is just a web page, just one web page that provides some kind of an offer, maybe some kind of a lead magnet to attract a customer, but it would have some kind of an offer on the page. And then in that page somewhere is some kind of a field where a person would have to put their email address. Now, remember, collecting emails is your goal in internet marketing. Very important that you capture their email. In the old days, we used to catch phone numbers, okay, and call people from phone numbers. We don't have to do that anymore. You can get people to opt into your business, and those will be very targeted leads. And then they have to go into a capture page to capture their email. Well, you could go to a company like Lead Pages, and you can pay them anywhere from $25 to $67 annually. This is per month. $25 a month for the standard one. Pro one is the one that they recommend to most people, which is $40 per month. Or the enterprise annual is $67 a month. And then they give you all these different benefits, which are pretty awesome. So you could do that, but I would recommend that if you've never created a landing page before, I have a better option for you that won't cost you, $67 a month or $40 a month, and I'll get to that in a minute. For example, if your company, I'll just kind of get to the point here. If you have a company right now, and if your company provides lead pages or landing pages, then you may want to utilize those if they've been tested. Now, you got to be careful because some systems out there, some companies will use landing pages forever and ever and ever, and they kind of get saturated over time, and their conversions will go down if they're used for too long. But if those landing pages are switched out frequently, let's say once every 6 months or so, and well tested, you could go ahead and use those, okay? But if you don't have access to any kind of landing page for your business, whether you're an affiliate marketer or network marketer or whatever, then you will need to go to Lead Pages, okay? Or someplace like Lead Pages and pay a monthly fee to create those on your own. And there's a learning curve in learning how to do those, okay? So let me go down here for a second. So it's important to learn how to create landing pages eventually. But as a new person, like I said, if your company has their own landing pages, then just go ahead and use those for now. Okay. Maybe in a year or so, then you could transfer over to creating your own and maybe testing those. And it's a whole different skill in developing those. But as a new person, it's not necessary. And I'll show you why here in a minute. Okay. Now, the other tool that you want to use, and this is absolutely essential, okay, is an auto email responder. And let me get a drink real quick here. Just swallowed wrong. Hold on. Okay. Now, it's an absolute must. Money's in the list. The two biggies out there is GetResponse and Aweber. There are also a lot of other companies, but these are the main ones. Just a second. Sorry about this. I just swallowed wrong. Okay, GetResponse or Aweber. Now, I actually prefer GetResponse. I started with Aweber, but I prefer GetResponse because it's more internet marketing friendly, better deliverability, it's less expensive, and it has great customer service, okay? Now, Aweber is also a great company too, don't get me wrong. They do have wonderful customer service, and they've been in for a long time. They've probably been the most successful for the longest time. And I've used Aweber, and I like Aweber, But the reality is the GetResponse is cheaper, and they have great customer service too, better deliverability. So I've actually been using GetResponse over the last 6 months or 8 months, and I'm going to continue to use it. So what I'm going to do right now, real quickly, is I'm going to quickly show you, how to create an email in GetResponse. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay. Now, let me show you. This is very, very important in why we use an email. You're not going to want to email, 5,000 people manually through Gmail. Okay. It just is. It doesn't. It'll take you forever if you try to do that. It's not necessary. So let me just show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to create an email in GetResponse. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, when I watch what I'm going to do, I'm going to send an email out right now. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send people to my blog. Okay. I'm going to give them some kind of a teaser in the email and encourage them to check out this blog page right here. This is Sylvester Stallone. I really like this video. If you've never seen this, you got to check it out. It's called Winning is a Habit. I just put this on my blog. This is my Kalatu blog. You can purchase this through Empower Network. It's $25 a month. Well worth it. But anyway, I'm going to send people to this blog right here. Let's do this. I'm just going to use this as my headline in my GetResponse. Just watch what I do here. I'm going to send an email to about 5,000 people right here. Actually, this is my smaller list, so this isn't the big one. I also use Aweber, so I would also send this to my Aweber people. But for now, this is a smaller list, so I'm just going to send it to my smaller list for now. I'm not going to go through Aweber because I really believe that GetResponse is a better deal and it's cheaper. And I only have time to show you one of them. If you want to learn how to use Aweber, that's great. It's a good company. Just go to YouTube and type in, how to create an email in Aweber. Okay. Great company, but I'm going to show you GetResponse because I'm guessing since this is cheaper and better deliverability, most of you are probably going to want to do GetResponse anyway. So here we go. I'm going to create a newsletter right here. That's all you have to do. Okay. Now, let me back up here a little bit. Some of you are wondering, well, who am I going to send this to? How do I get emails to my GetResponse? Okay. Before I send this letter, I have collected a bunch of emails in my GetResponse. And those emails are collected in a folder that's called a campaign. Okay. It's called a campaign. And in this campaign, it's a folder. And in the campaign is all of my emails, okay? I'm not going to open it because it's proprietary information, but it's called a campaign. So if you want to learn how to create a campaign in GetResponse, it's very simple. All you do is go to YouTube and type in how to create a campaign in GetResponse. Write that down. How to create a campaign in GetResponse. Or if you want, just contact customer service at GetResponse. You can get somebody on the phone and they'll walk you through it step by step. They'll show you how to hook up your landing page with your campaign to have those communicate. Okay. So they can walk you through that, or you can go to YouTube. So at this point, let's just assume that you already have a campaign and you have a few hundred email addresses in your campaign folder, and I'm going to create a newsletter now. I'm going to create an email to go out to all of my subscribers. And so this is what we're going to do. And we're going to click create newsletter. Check this out. This one right here. Click right here, create newsletter. And what I want to do is very simple. Click on new email creator. And again, guys, don't have to worry about calling your sponsor about this. Just go to YouTube and ask, how to create an email in GetResponse, or go to GetResponse and ask them. So this is just the short of it right here. We're going to have a message name. If you want to succeed, watch this Stallone video. Let's just do this. I'm just going to reword this a little. Let's do this. If you like, says, I'll shorten it up. I mean, I can play around with this for a while, but we'll just do it like this. If you like success, watch this Stallone video. Guys, I'm not going to promise this is the best wording in the world. It's probably okay. But, use your own personality, okay? And now watch this. I have the same name as subject line because this name here just allows you to keep track in GetResponse your emails. But anyway, I put the same name in message, name, and subject. Go down here at the bottom. You could select Twitter or Facebook, and this email will show up in Twitter or Facebook. In this case, I'm not going to select either one of those. You can if you want. But anyway, next step at the bottom right. Every time there's a next step. Okay. Now you're going to choose a template. Now, let me tell you right now, you could choose any of these real fancy templates, but you know what? They don't work that well. Okay. Believe it or not, a plain email works best in internet marketing. These here may have their own purposes, and I used to use those, but our numbers have shown us over time, and this isn't just coming from me, but other top millionaire users, they just create plain ones. Okay, nothing fancy. So what I'm going to do is over here at the top left, I'm going to click Start from Scratch. So watch this. Start from Scratch. And we'll look what I'm going to do. Over here on the right, I'm going to pick the plainest one that they have, and it's called Blank Template. Click this one that says Use Template. Guys, I realize this is going to be a longer webinar than normal, but this is really, really important stuff. We're getting near the end of our webinar here, so please stick with me right to the end. Now, if you stick with me right to the end, I'm going to show you some stuff that's going to make it very, very easy. All of these technical things that I've been showing you, a lot of this is going to be made easy when I show you what we're going to do at the end here, okay? So just have faith and confidence in what I'm going to show you. Okay, now what I'm going to do is you can follow the directions right here, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to go over to the right and click, let's see, text block. Go over here, and got a text block in there. I'm going to go ahead and replace this information here. I'll say something like, hi. Oops. Oh, I didn't want that capital stuff to be in there. Hold on a second. I'm going to try a different text block here. Because it was giving me capital letters here, and I want to delete that. I have to apologize. It's being really slow today. So here we go. Let's start my email again. Okay, so hi. I'm just going to say Jack here. The reason why is because a lot of the emails that I have, I don't have first names for. Some that I do, but I'll start it like this because I don't have first names on everybody. There's advantages and disadvantages of doing that. And let me just show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to create a real short email here. I'm going to go back to my original one to get some ideas here. See, winning is a habit video. If you want to succeed, watch this. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay. I'm just going to do this on the fly. I'm making this up. I wanted to send you a super motivational video. Okay. It's super short. I want them to be able to click, but awesome. It features Sylvester Stallone. What if I'm spelling that wrong? Hold on. Probably. Anyway, it features Sylvester Stallone from Rocky. Okay. Check this out. Okay, winning is a habit. Check. Yeah. Let's see. It's, bear with me here, guys, called Winning is a Habit. Guys, you'll love this. This is a cool, really, really cool video. It's viral. I mean, if you check it out, it's got, I don't know how many views it has. It doesn't show on that page, but it's probably in the millions. I think you will love it. Apply it in your business. Check it out. Okay. Just click here. I know I'm going a long time, but I have no choice.
You might want to announce that.
Well, no, because, yeah. Yeah, sorry, guys. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, sorry, my wife had a question for me, and I'll have to wait on it. Anyway, so what I've done is I want to direct these people to this blog, okay? So I just highlighted my web address for this particular blog, Winning is a Habit, okay? There's a reason for doing this, guys. See, I can upsell my customers to one of these, to a product, okay, or a system when they come to my blog, okay, if they want, okay? So I'm going to get the URL from the top, copy, that's Control-C is copy. I'm going to highlight this area here. And then what I'm going to do is look over here on the right. I'm going to click this link, this chain link thing, okay? You see how this window shows up? I just pasted it right in this spot. Click OK. I hope you will enjoy this video as much as I have. And guys, notice how I'm writing this video. I'm writing this video in really short columns here, because you want to make your emails readable. You know, that might be another webinar on a different day. I may show all the techniques and skills that I use in email marketing, but make it short like that and narrow. It makes it easier to read, more likely that people will click. And if you noticed earlier, I was kind of having trouble with a different image or a different text block. I'm going to delete that. Let me just show you over here at the top. It didn't let me do this earlier, but it did now. My computer was slow. But anyway, you click on remove block, and it just got rid of it. Now, what I can do is whatever business that you're in, network marketing, and or you're selling a product or whatever. I would include a signature at the bottom. Let's see, make it a great day, Jack. Okay, now what I could do here is I would say I would include a PS in here. Let me see here. ES. Oh, that's weird. PS. Okay. This is important, guys. If you want access to the same system I use to make make let's see, to earn a living on okay on online. Just check out iPass 2, and it could be whatever system that you're promoting, whatever company you're promoting. This would go to remember the people, the prospects that I have. I've targeted these prospects based on what they're interested in, and most of them are interested in internet marketing. In my case, okay, whatever company you happen to be in, whatever you're trying to promote, this could be your call to action at the bottom here. And so I'm going to hyperlink that to my opportunity. Whatever opportunity you may have, that's great. You could put a link there. So I need to go grab my link here for a second, but just go grab it here real quick. Copy. And then I'm going to paste it right here. And so again, this thing here showed up at the top. So I got to, sometimes it's at the bottom or top, depending on how much room there is. So now it's at the top. So again, we're going to hit our chain link right here and go there. Now, if you want, okay, you can add a photo in here too. So I'm going to add a photo. I'm going to add my own photo in here at the bottom. And guys, this is acting slow because I have Google Hangouts on. I promise it's not this slow when your computer is not logged down by Google Hangout. Google Hangouts is kind of slow. It slows your computer down a bit. Try this again. Image block at the top. For some reason, I may have gone too far at the bottom. See what happens here. There it is. Okay, let me go back here again. The image block did show up at the bottom. It's just being very, very slow. So what you do, watch this. You just click into the box. That's the image block right here. Click on the image block. Click here. And what you can do is you can upload an image. Now, I'm going to upload an image of myself so that they can remember who sent them the email. They put a face with a name or whatever. So I'm going to go, my images at the top. Okay. Now, this has saved all of the images that I've put in Get Response. But if you don't have any pictures in here at all you have to do is click Upload from Computer. You just click on that and find your image wherever it is. It's that simple. In my case, I've already got some images in here. So I'm going to just click on this one here and say Use Image. Okay. and that'll put it right there. See what it did? Put it down there. If you want to make that image smaller, you can. And I'm going to do that right here. See that? Make it smaller. Jack Later honored on stage as top earner. I like that picture. I don't necessarily take great pictures, but that happened to be on stage, and my wife caught it at the last minute. It's probably not a real professional picture, but it's fine. Now, if you want to make this block smaller, you can. Look at the bottom where I'm going to scroll this up. And, at first I didn't know how to do this, and so I just called their customer support. You don't have to call your sponsor. You can just call customer support, and they'll answer any question like this for you. Let me just look over here for a second. You see how I highlight over here? I take this line and I can make it bigger or smaller. And it just made it smaller than I wanted. Make it bigger, and that's fine. Okay, so we're done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and send this out, and it's gonna get sent to every single person on this particular list. Okay, some of you might be on this list. Those of you who are on this webinar, some of you might be on this list. Some of you may not be on this list. If you're in our iPass system, you probably are on this list. You can check your email, see if it shows up after we're done here, but you might not be on this list. But anyway, if you are, you may get this or you may not. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over to the right here where it says next step. Click right here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two lists right here. Okay, you just checkbox the list that you want it to go to. Again, these are brand new lists. Not very many people on these lists. I actually have about 5,000 on a different list, but this is just for practice purposes anyway. So we'll just send it to the smaller list for now. So we're going to click next step at the very bottom right. Now, watch what we're going to do. This part's really, really very important. I'm going to schedule this. So look at the bottom where it says schedule. You don't want it to go out right away. Unless you want to, you can. But I'm going to go down here and schedule this message right here. And let's just schedule it for, let's say, tomorrow on the 24th. You can set the hour here. Let's set it in the morning. I like sending them around 6 o'clock Utah time. 6 o'clock, done. Now watch over here at the right, click send, and we're done. So it's going to get sent out on Friday at 6 a.m. Okay, that'll go to everybody on my list. Now I have 5,000 people on my other list. I could send out 5,000 emails at once doing an autoresponder. If you don't have an autoresponder, you're going to lose a lot of money. I promise. You'll earn a lot more money if you have an autoresponder. I think GetResponse costs like $15 a month to start out with. Okay, if you have a huge list, it'll probably cost you more, but $15 is a pretty dang good deal to be able to follow up with people. Now, what they're going to do is when they open up that email, they're going to go right to this blog. Okay, they'll come to this blog. All I did is I put a viral video on here. People will go here, and if they want, they could buy a product, or they could join a system that I have over here on the right, and or whatever company you happen to be in. I include at the bottom of this awesome video, I include a call to action for people to leave comments, or if they want to see the system that I use to make income online, they could just click a link here. So that's the idea. You give people value, give them stuff like this that they can use in their business. I promise this will help them in their business. If you were to watch this video, you would know what I'm talking about. Now, let me get back. I apologize that we're going longer than normal, but these tools are very important. Let's get to the last one right here. Very, very important. I don't want to leave this out. I left the one of the best ones till last. An email autoresponder is essential, and so is a blog. Okay, a blog is essential for lead generation. You just saw how I used a blog. Now, this is what I'm going to recommend. I want you to use some kind of a WordPress format, or you could use Kalatu. Okay, Kalatu is based on a WordPress 4.0 format. You can use either one of them. Those are the ones that are most recommended for internet marketing. Okay, Kalatu is preferred because it's the most internet marketing friendly. Okay, you could purchase a Kalatu for $25 a month from the Empower Network. You can only purchase it from Empower Network, but I would recommend it because it's the easiest for beginners to use. And Kalatu does use a WordPress 4.0 based system. Okay, so WordPress is really the way to go. It absolutely is. You can use WordPress alone and have it uploaded to your site, and you should use a WordPress format. But we recommend Kalatu because it's the most internet marketing friendly out there that we know of. Okay, I've never seen anything that worked better than Kalatu. Now I'm going to just quickly show you how to use Kalatu. I'm going to try to keep this down to about 5 minutes, so bear with me. I'm going to go into my Kalatu right now. And remember, this is WordPress based. You have to get it from Empower Network. You can't get it anywhere else. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my Empower Network back office. I purchased Kalatu for $25 a month. Well worth it. So what you do is this. I'm going to click on Login and Start Blogging. Okay. This is so easy. In fact, this is easier than most WordPress formats. Okay. So I'm into my blog here. Log into Kalatu. Now let me show you how easy this is. Okay. That blog that I showed you earlier, this one right here, this one was created by using Kalatu. Okay. So let me go over here. Back to Kalatu here. Now let me show you how easy this is. I'm going to click on Post over here on the left. Okay. When you first log into Kalatu, this video will show you what to do. So don't worry about setting it up. It's very, very easy, very user-friendly, real easy to use. Okay, just follow the video. But I already know how to use it, so I'm going to show you as easy as it is. Okay, click over here to the left where it says Post, and then Add New right here. Add New. Click on Add New. Now watch this. This is what's cool. This is a WordPress format, but using Kalatu, they have some little plugins and little tools that they've added to WordPress to make it a lot easier for internet marketers. Okay. So what you do, let's say you're a brand new person. You've never blogged before in your life. All you have to do is this. Click this button that says, give me an idea. You don't see this on any other WordPress platforms at all, but you do with Kalatu. Click on give me an idea. So I'm going to click here. And look at this. It'll give you all kinds of ideas. Achieving a goal. Here's an idea right here. You can click, if you like this idea, you can click on awesome, I'll write about this. And it'll give you steps on what to do to start writing about this particular topic. Or if you don't like that idea, say, give me another idea. Here's another idea at the bottom. Share your top 5. Top 5 favorite TV shows, candy bars, place to visit, whatever. Then it'll give you ideas on how to do that. When you click on, I'll write about this. Click it. Here's another idea, Mythbusters. And so click on another idea, first jobs, favorite free tools. And maybe that's a great idea. I'm doing a tool webinar right now. You can do a short blog about that if you want. Awesome, I'll write about this, or give me another idea. Awesome, I'll write about this. And look, it already gives you a title. Okay. Well, let's suppose that you wanted a different headline. Okay. You could click right here that says, give me a headline. Okay. And it'll give you different, you could type in, let's say, tools. Okay. Now watch what it does. Okay. Let's do this. Internet marketing tools. Okay. Now watch this. Give me headlines. Right here. Give me a headline. Why not blog about are you making this critical internet marketing tools mistake? I don't know if I like that. So we'll try a different one. Give me another headline. How to internet marketing tools. Well, you see, this can be modified if you want. How to internet marketing tools successfully. I don't like that one as much. Revealed, secret guide to fast success with internet marketing. Oh, that's kind of a good one. Revealed, secret guide to fast success with internet marketing tools. Isn't that cool? So click on, perfect, I'll write about this and see how it changed my my title up here. And then you just go ahead and start writing about it below, whatever that happened to be, whatever topic it happened to be. And then you just start typing in here. Let's say XYZ, I like tools. Okay. And you can add media in here. Check this out. Add media. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on here. I just wanted to show you the simplicity of using a blog. Okay. And I don't know. I'm just going to put a picture in here. What am I going to do here? Let's put this elephant. It's kind of, actually, this is my grandson. Let's put my grandson in there. Okay. There it is. It made it really, really big. But I can reduce the size of that pretty easily. Just use the handlebar at the bottom left. Makes it smaller. Don't get overwhelmed with things that if they surprise you. This size should not surprise you too much. It's just a huge file. That's why I'm reducing the size of it. Give me a second here. Well, that is a big file. Huge. Getting small. Hey, there's Anthony. Yes, this is a long webinar. I know that, guys. But, this has been a long time coming, too. A lot of people ask me questions about stuff like this, and I just had to do a webinar on it. We're almost done here. So I could continue here. I'm not going to show you how to use a blog right now in detail. I have other other training on that at workwithjacklater.com. There's other webinars that I've done on exactly how to blog, okay, on how to make a blog and how to create it. I'm not going to go into very much detail here. All I'm going to say is you click publish right here and you're done, okay? And when you create that, it's going to be on your blog and it's going to, let's just see what it looks like here. Click view post at the top. That's what I just did. View post. And obviously this isn't ready to go. It's just the bare bones minimum, but you see where it is there. And you can have a call to action at the bottom here that says, if you want to, learn what I do to make money online, click here and you can click. And the cool thing about Claude is you can also put banners over here on the right that are easy to install. They're very easy to put on. The Claude gives you directions on how to do that. And look, they can click on this your system, whatever it happens to be, whatever you're trying to promote. Maybe you're trying to promote Avon or I don't know, Amway or whatever. You could click. They could click over here. Okay, they can read your value, whatever that happens to be. And you saw how I did it here. They have value here. An awesome video and I have a call to action on my business, or they could click over here on the right. They could also click on videos that you've created for, with me when I was on stage. I was put that on there, and I also have a testimonial from the person that sponsored me on, my character and all that. And, it's important to have this stuff on here. So anyway, not going to go into any more detail on the blog. So let me go into, I'm going to finish this up here real quick. So Claude 2 is WordPress. I recommend Claude 2, but it needs to be some kind of a WordPress type format. And that's the other reason why I like Claude 2 is because it does utilize Claude. It utilizes WordPress, but it has all of its bells and whistles to make WordPress user-friendly for internet marketers, Now, what I want to say here is this. The last three steps, blogging, landing pages, and blogging and landing pages particularly, it's very important that you streamline this. Now, especially the part with autoresponders and landing pages. Landing pages, autoresponders, and blogs. These last three, I really should have had a 10 on there. I forgot to do that in there. Okay, that's my 10th tool. So landing pages, autoresponder, and blogs. These are your lifeblood. Okay. Now, like I said before, you don't have to learn how to do landing pages right now. You could go to Lead Pages and you could learn how to do all that stuff, but you don't have to. I said you can use your company's landing pages if they allow that, okay, and if they have well tested ones put together. But the last three are critical: landing pages, email responder, and blog. Now, what I'm going to recommend that you do, this is totally optional. I hope you've got a lot of value from this, but I'm going to show you an easy solution to the last three problems here, okay? What I would recommend that you do is you take advantage of iPass 2, okay? iPass 2 makes the last three very, very simple. What they have is they have ready-made and tested landing pages. They are well tested. They've been well tested constantly. They constantly rotate those in and out and give you the best landing pages that give you the best results. So you don't have to worry about going to Lead Pages or anywhere else to make up your landing pages. Get Response with iPass 2. You also have access to Get Response with a real easy one-button setup, okay? The setup process is something that sometimes is difficult for most marketers, especially new marketers, but iPass 2 makes it real easy by just giving you one button setup, very easy to do. And the next one is access to Kalatu. The iPass 2 gives you access to Kalatu because iPass 2 is connected with Empower Network. So when you set up your iPass 2 system, all you do is you click a button, you have access to Empower Network's Kalatu. Empower Network and Kalatu, Empower Network communicates with the iPass 2 system. So all you have to do is click on a button to have access to Kalatu through the Empower Network. It just makes it easier. So, I mean, if you think about it, what it is with iPass 2 is it's a ready-made franchise-style internet marketing system. Now, you're going to see a link over somewhere on this page, either on the right or on the bottom. I would encourage you to click that. You could do a $7 trial for 7 days, and you could try out iPass 2, see how it works for you. I think it's phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything that converts so well. You can see my own income proof with iPass 2 right here at the bottom. Earned $52,000 with the system. And like I said yesterday, it looks like I earned about $503. This is a brand new screenshot. This absolutely works. Now, so anyway, I'd recommend that you access iPass 2 for $7 trial for 7 days. Check it out. It may be for you, it may not be for you. I guess it depends on if you're serious about internet marketing and if you're looking for something that's easy to use. Access iPass 2, $7 trial. After that, it's $47 a month. Click the link on this page to access iPass 2. Now, what I want to say is this. If you have been led to this webinar by someone else besides me, get back with that person and ask them for their link to iPass 2 and join under them. You know, and incidentally, iPass 2 is not a network marketing company. It's a system, a franchise style system of making internet marketing easy with all of the lead pages you need, capture pages you need, has sales funnels that you need, does all the telling and selling for you, and you just simply send people to iPass. What it is iPass 2 is as simple as just sending people to a $7 trial, okay, for 7 days. That's all it is. So I would encourage you to do that, to click the link on this page, wherever that happens to be. Probably below the video if you're watching this in YouTube. If you're live on this webinar, the link is at the right. But check out iPass, see if it's for you or not. This has been a phenomenal choice for me. We've made as much as, I believe, somewhere around $80,000 total internet marketing the last couple of years. Internet marketing is phenomenal. That includes a couple of different systems that I have used in the past, but right now my focus is iPass 2. Some of you have come to me because you've been checking out Instant Payday Network is another system that I promote, and it is a good system. I made, I think, close to $30,000 with Instant Payday Network. But this is the reality. I'm going to be very honest with you. iPass 2 is a superior system. Yes, it does cost $47 a month after the $7 trial, but iPass 2 is a superior system, and I'm using it. I'm making good money with iPass. And so anyway, check it out. See if it's for you. I think it's phenomenal. So anyway, let me go back to the beginning. I'm going to end this webinar real soon here. So anyway, let me get my face back up here. Guys, if you for some reason we've had some challenges with our comment area, you might need to email me for comments. You could just email me at success@jacklater.com. I'm not sure, but I think the Google Hangouts the comments is not working as well. So if you have questions, make sure to email me on questions. Now, so you'll see the link for iPass 2 over there on the right. So make sure to click on that. So anyway, I'm back. Congratulations if you stuck it out. I had to go extra long on this webinar tonight, but it's very valuable. This was a 2-hour-long webinar. I like to keep them at an hour. So I realize it's been a long webinar. Congratulations for sticking it out to the end, because these 10, okay, think about this for a second. These 10 tools that I talked about are the tools that I use every single day, okay, in my business. Internet marketing works, but you have to be willing to get past, the technical hurdle. It's not difficult to do that. Again, if all else fails, go to YouTube and type in, how to create a blog in WordPress, or how to upload a video to YouTube, or how to create an email broadcast in GetResponse. That should be your friend. So, and also I have additional training that's at workwithjacklater.com. Check that out. Now, I'm going to end this right now. Next, it's watch your email like a hawk. Our webinar is probably going to be on Wednesday of next week instead of Thursday. I actually prefer Wednesdays, but because of my schedule at the university, Wednesdays have not worked out until next week. My schedule is changing, so watch your email like a hawk. It's not going to be 2 hours. It's probably going to be 45 minutes or an hour. I'm going to give you some value that you're going to be able to use in your own business, whether you're in my company or whether you're in your own network marketing company or direct sales company or affiliate marketing company. Doesn't matter what it is. I always provide value, okay? So make sure to be on that webinar next week. Get the value that you need. This stuff works, okay? It's equated to as much as $11,000 in a single month with me. I also know other people that do the same stuff that I do that are making millions of dollars on the internet. So this is a wonderful way to make a living. You set your own time. You don't have to worry about purchasing product and reselling them. So anyway, internet marketing is awesome. Anyway, make it a great day. Click the link, and I'll see you on the other side. Team, again, remember, my vision is to see 500 people this year earning $4,000 a month or more. You could do it. Absolutely. Take action on a daily basis. You could do it. Make it a great day. Bye.